Profits tumbled 16% for the 3 months through June. Quarterly profits fell to $1.17 billion. That was down from $1.4 billion a year ago. More on these stories at townhall.com.
What in the wide world of sports is going on here?
I promise you, whatever scum did this, not one man in this force will rest for 1 minute until he's behind bars. Now let's grab a bite to eat. Yeah, come on.
I feel the hot wind on my shoulder and the touch of a world that is older. I hit the switch and check the number. I leave it on and then I slumber. I hear the rhythm ringing through it. Flamenco guitar and cumbia music. I hear the talking of the DJ. The travel said, what does he say? I'm on a Mexican radio. I'm on a Mexican world radio.
Broadcasting live from high atop the J.P. White Building in downtown Roswell, New Mexico. It's Mornings with Mike Winters on 106.5 Roswell's Talk FM.
Is that what I sound like when I talk?
Now, here's your host, Mike Winters.
And good morning. It is 6 minutes after 8 o'clock. Welcome to hour number 2.
The news, guy.
Mornings with Mike Winters right here on 106.5 Roswell's Talk FM. That was a Paramount intro.
Yeah. Relax, guy.
Happy Thursday, everybody.
Yeah.
Hope you're having a delightful day. It's going to get warmer.
Yeah, it's gonna be another
That
hot one.
Beautiful day we had yesterday.
Mm-hmm.
It's not the case later today. Yes.
Yeah.
You'll see that in maybe October. But yeah, happy Thursday. Hope everybody's having a delightful day, and the sun is out.
Yeah.
It was looking a little overcast.
A little bit overcast, but I think it's just the clouds, moving out of the area, and I think we're getting back to semi-normalcy.
I kind of like the overcast mornings. I wish we'd have. That would actually be like if we're putting in like an order, like for weather. I would want the day's nice and pleasant, but the mornings are like crisp and cool.
Yeah.
With the slight overcast.
I like a nice moistness to the morning. A little dew, out there. Not too much, but just a little bit.
Although I'm not gonna lie, every once in a while, growing up in Maryland, of course, I do miss like going outside in the morning, and you can't get in the grass because it's wet.
Yeah.
Because it's got the dew and everything. You never see that here. But like I remember as a kid, you go out playing too early and you get to wrestling. The next thing you know, you're all wet because you were rolling around in the grass out there. But and not a problem here. So.
No. Here you do that. You're covered in stick tights and goat heads.
Goat heads, yes. Now, only things we had to worry about was various feces of pets. Because you had to roll into a pile of dogs.
And that's the problem with morning dew, is it always maintained its moistness.
Yeah,
you weren't gonna hit no white dog dew.
No, not the crusty kind.
Nope.
It was that brownie consistency.
Yeah.
But happy Thursday.
Like fresh but not.
Yeah. But
yes.
Conversely, I don't also occasionally walk outside and my glasses fog up. That doesn't happen here either.
Yeah, that's a pleasantness of the dryness that we live in.
Unless I'm in the bathroom, sometimes you go in the shower steamy and walk in like, oh man. Or one that gets me a lot is like when you pull something out of the oven. You ever had that move?
Oh yeah.
I open the oven and I'm like going to pull it out, and all of a sudden my glasses go. I'm like, not the time to blind me.
I can't see anything.
I'm reaching into a hot thing.
At that point, you just put them up here and hope for the best.
Right. Like, we're going in. Grab the blurry pink thing in the middle.
Not that, but something very similar to that happened to me while I was driving. I had a drop of sweat hit my lens.
Yeah.
And it was like right in my field of vision. So I had to take my glasses off to clear it. I'm like, oh crap. Getting back on as quick as I could to make sure I was maintaining my lane. But
and Sean requires glasses.
I'm very nearsighted.
like
Tip of my nose nearsighted.
Yeah, he's well. Neither one of us are epitome of vision. I'm
Right.
blind too, but you were a little blinder than me, I think.
It's so weird
I'm
how
catching up to you though.
the flex, at least in my family, has always been, I can see that sign over there or way up there. It's like, all right, I was born this way. Okay, I didn't ask for this.
That's kind of why my wife and I work, because she can't hear. And I hear well,
Right.
but she sees way better than I do.
So together, one able-bodied person.
We're 2/3 of the monkeys, the deaf, dumb, and blind. We need a mute. And we're set.
There you go.
Yeah.
But yes, the fair continues. We're getting into the high water mark of the Chaves County Fair. Of course, we got another day full of shows, and then tomorrow, don't forget, tomorrow night is the big grand finale of the livestock auction.
Yep.
And that's when the bucks start rolling.
That's right.
Don't forget, you can watch all of those shows at our website, ksvptv.com, in the Chaves County Fair channel. Also going on is the Eddy County Fair this week,
Yes.
and we're also carrying all of their livestock shows and things. Their junior livestock auction will be Saturday morning. So, and we will have that for you at KSVP TV. Now, if you want to get in on the fun, you're going to have to be there.
Yeah.
You can watch the auction. You can't bid on the auction on the video. You have to
and
be there to bid.
By the way, for your chance to win tickets to see Chris Young live this Friday night at the Eddy County Fair, be listening to Sean Smalls and the Sean Smalls Show on 92.9 The Brand.
Nice.
And Digger and the Diva in the afternoons. Got your chance to win pairs of tickets. And if you can't win tickets, head over to eddycountyfair.com and get your tickets for Chris Young Friday night, 6 p.m. at the Eddy County Fair.
They get big gets down there.
That is a big get. That's like he's like number 1 or number 2 on the charts right now.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. They get some big people down there. I mean, I don't know about their weight.
Well,
but,
Charlie Daniels, I mean, he was a large American.
Ooh, that sounds like a song. Large American.
No, you know what that's from?
Large American. What?
So and this is an obscure reference, but my mom and I love this movie, Black Sheep, the Chris Farley, David Spade movie.
It's a classic.
At the end, when the character that Gary Busey plays, the war veteran who's lost his mind and is living out in a bus out in the woods, he goes to hoist Chris Farley up on their shoulders collectively. As he lifts him up, he goes, "Oh, you're a large American." And that's what that's from. I've used that phrase my whole life from that movie, and nobody's ever gotten the reference.
I gotta go back and watch that now.
Let's hoist him on our shoulders, and he goes, "Oh, you're a large American," and then he falls over. It's a whole thing.
Yeah, that's I always get those are the two Farley movies I get mixed up: Black Sheep
and Tommy Boy.
And Tommy Boy.
Yeah,
but Black Sheep is actually like Tommy Boy's the more popular of the two.
Chris Farley did not want to make Black Sheep. He
pound for pound, I laughed more during Black Sheep.
I agree. It's one of my favorite movies.
Yeah.
But there was another role that was basically like made for him, but he couldn't take it because he was in a 2-picture deal from Tommy Boy, and he had to complete it with Black Sheep. He did not want to make that movie.
It was a bitter.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You could actually kind of tell it was sort of like the way he
Time was happy.
that's all we're really trying
and
to
then
say.
it ends with a nice happy ending at the end where everybody, wins.
Yeah.
And, so, spoiler alert.
Spoiler, happy ending in a Chris Farley movie. I know. Shocker, right?
Good time was had by all. All right, Don Weld going to join us for his trifecta week.
Yeah, right.
The week of Don.
No kidding.
But so we'll round out week of Don this week. We're talking Friends of the Spring River Zoo this morning. So we'll talk zoo talk here this hour. Later on, we'll get you up to date with the news of the local variety and your Wall Street business updates and whatever else we can come up with. Before we do any of that, though, let's go ahead and get this weather thing out of the way. It's 101 on Saturday. That's what I'm saying. It's going to be hot next few days.
I'm meteorologist Steve Hamilton with your Pecos Valley weather. A few showers or thunderstorms possible later on today, but rain chances are really low. We should have sunshine most of the day, upper 90s on the afternoon high. Overnight, maybe a few clouds and lows around 70, and then we start heating up a little bit on Friday. We're in the upper 90s and sunny. Looks like about 100 for the afternoon high on Saturday, and sunny, mid-90s and sunny on Sunday. That's your latest forecast. I'm meteorologist Steve Hamilton.
Thank you, Steve. Currently 76 degrees here in Roswell. Humidity is at 62%. Winds are currently out of the west at 6 miles per hour. Sunny and 96 are expected high today. I know they're mentioning a chance of rain there. Steve was talking about. National Weather Service doesn't call for any, so I'm going to take a stab that it's probably 10%. Usually they don't tell us about rain on National Weather Service unless it's 20 or above. So I'm going to say it's probably 10%. That's what's going on. But 96 for a high, probably a little chance of rain this afternoon. I'm guessing the ends of monsoon season or whatever you want to call that. But anyway, mostly clear tonight with an overnight low of 69 degrees. Winds will be out of the west at 5 miles per hour. Friday, sunny and hot. Century mark 99 officially. They're not willing to say 100, but you know what it is. I know what it is. It's 100 tomorrow. Northwest winds at around 5 miles per hour. Friday night, mostly clear. Overnight low of 69 degrees. South winds at 5 miles per hour. Saturday, we'll bust through that century mark like the Kool-Aid man. Sunny and hot, high of 101. South winds 5 to 10 miles per hour. Sunday, sunny, 96 for a high there, and we'll be in the upper 90s to start next week as well, too. All right, 8:17, we're going to take a 4-minute break, and then we will be joined by Don Weld talking zoo this time. Don't go away.
When managing a chronic illness, access to the right treatments makes all the difference. Artesia General Hospital's Infusion Center provides IV therapy and biologic treatments, so you don't have to travel far for care. Expert infusion therapy right here in Artesia. Call 575-736-8256 today to learn more.
Hey Roswell, celebrate freedom. Celebrate huge savings with 0 down payment, 0% APR, and 0 payments for 90 days during the 000 sales event at Roswell Ford. Your friends at Roswell Ford make upgrading to a new Ford or quality pre-owned vehicle for less super fun, super fast, and super easy. So if you're making payments on your current vehicle and want out early, Roswell Ford will do whatever it takes to free you from your trade, even if you owe thousands more than it's worth. Right now, trade and upgrade to a new Ford for less with 0 down, 0% APR, and 0 payments for 90 days. Worried about your credit? Don't sweat it. Our aggressive lenders will push to approve your credit, even if it's less than perfect. Celebrate huge American-made savings and more for your trade during the 000 sales event at Roswell Ford. Get on board at Roswell Ford, because we'll do whatever it takes to make a deal. 821 North Main Street in beautiful Roswell. Call 575-623-3673 or online at roswellford.com. 0 APR for 48 months is $20.83 per thousand finance. Interest accrues from date of sale. Subject to lender approval on select vehicles. Offers not combined.
Saddle up for a celebration of the bounty of Lee County during the 89th Annual Lee County Fair and PRCA Rodeo, August 1st through the 9th at the Lee County Fairgrounds in Lovington. With nonstop fun for the whole family, including an arts and crafts showcase, the carnival, concerts, Extreme Bulls event, and PRCA rodeos, the Pioneer Iron Chef contest, as well as the livestock shows, mutton bustin', fiddlers contest, and junior livestock sale, the Yucca building exhibits, plus 4-H and open youth, the flower show, farm and garden, creative arts, the special rodeo, commercial vendors, and of course, the best fair food around. The concert series begins Friday, August 1st with the Hispanic Heritage Celebration and continues nightly Tuesday, August 5th through Saturday, August 9th. Visit LeeCountyFair.net for more exciting news and updates. The 89th Annual Lee County Fair and PRCA Rodeo, August 1st through the 9th at the Lee County Fairgrounds in Lovington. Come celebrate the bounty of Lee County. We'll see you at the fair.
Check out some of the bargains you'll find this week at your local Farmers Country Market. Select cans of Chicken of the Sea Chunk Light Tuna are 5 for $5, and select cans of Food Club veggies are 3 for $2. In produce, 2-pound bags of Halo's mandarins are $2.97 each, and Sweet Washington red cherries are $1.97 a pound. In the meat department, family packs of bone-in New York strip steaks are $8.99 a pound, and family packs of 80% lean fresh ground beef are $4.29 a pound. These are just some of the bargains you'll find this week at your local Farmers Country Market.
This is a nasty little termite. It loves nothing better than to eat your house, your subfloors, your walls, around your windows, and then they swarm around taunting you.
Where is your house?
You'd like to kill them, wouldn't you? But you don't want trenches dug around your home, and you don't want holes in your foundation. That's where Dow AgroSciences and the Centricon Termite Colony Elimination System come to the rescue. The same system that protects the White House can help protect your house. An authorized operator strategically places Centricon stations around your house and then carefully monitors them for termites. If they're found, a professional inserts bait tube devices. The termites take the bait and they die.
I feel like I'm dying.
Kind of like that, only a lot more effective. In fact, Centricon is proven to eliminate the termite colony. Termites are gone with Centricon. No more colony, no more problem. Visit Centricon.com.
Call Bob Reed Pest Control today for all of southeast New Mexico. 575-623-5344.
Here's a Mornings with Mike Winters fun fact. Sigmund Freud once believed that cocaine could be used to help treat a morphine addiction. Mike used bacon to get over his addiction to beef. Here's Mike Winters.
And good morning. It is 21 minutes after 8 o'clock, and joining us in studio to talk friends of the Spring River Zoo, Don Weld back with us. Good morning, Don.
Good morning, Mike. Again
and again. We're just pretty soon we're just gonna have Don host.
There you go. Yeah, just come in every day and do the thing.
Well, it kind of goes to that point. We always joke, but we're not joking. I mean, Don's one of these guys. It's just he's involved in so many things, and we're blessed to have guys like you in our community that do that.
Well, I do what I can. It gets a little tiring sometimes, but it's what I do.
Sure.
And I want to do that.
It keeps you occupied.
That's
you
right.
Busy. You're I know you enough to know that you're one of those types that idle time is not
too good.
You're kind of like, no, I go stir crazy if I don't have something to do.
That's
or a project
right.
Or something
I go into depressions and do things that I really shouldn't be doing. But
so staying out of trouble.
Yeah, I got to keep active so that I don't do that.
There we go. And, and I know, and he's also a veteran, which that's pretty much the MO of most veterans, I think.
Yeah, you get to that point where, got to keep moving.
Don't give that guy free time.
Yeah.
But where we could really use people's help right now is the zoo. That's kind of, I know a lot of people, we talk about the zoo, and we all want this great vision for the zoo, and the thing that we got to realize is if we want this great vision for the zoo, it's we, the community, that's going to have to step up and be involved with that. The city will help as much as it can, but it's got bigger fish to fry. I mean, at the end of the day, we're still dealing with flooding stuff and all that, and the zoo certainly is on that list too. But unfortunately, it's a lower priority compared to keeping the streets working and keeping everything the way it's going. And so privately, we need to rally to raise the money, to raise the support, to raise the whatever needed to get the zoo to where we
back
want it
on
to be.
track. Yes, yeah. I go by there all the time, and is that the Spring River that goes? Yeah, Spring River that goes through there. That whole side of that riprap area was just ripped out. It's going to be a while before they can get around to repairing that.
Yeah.
Plus the pond. They're lowering or letting the water go down on the pond. I need to find out why, but I have an idea that they want to do some more work on that irrigation.
Gotcha.
But yeah, they're doing things, but slowly.
Sure. And that's kind of the city side will take care of a lot of that infrastructure.
Right. It's the infrastructure.
But the programs, the things,
and we need to get
raising money for new things at the zoo. That's on we the people.
That's right.
Yeah.
And unfortunately, we haven't been able to get our committee together what direction we want to go. But so if you want to help out, please give us a call.
We need some motivated people to get
Yes,
involved.
we do.
People
to push a little.
Yeah, well, folks, I hear a lot of people with passion and desire for the zoo. And it's like now we need to. And I
now
agree with
step
you,
forward.
But now it's time to. All right. Well, you want it. We gotta. What
step
can
up
we do
here
to,
and help
to do
us,
that?
yeah.
Where can we? What can we organize? What can we do? First off, where do we start?
Right.
Obviously, certain pens, certain things. There's probably higher priorities than others. But we need to just address that, assess that, and
figure out a way to fix that.
Okay.
And then go from there to get it, because I think what most people kind of see is the end game would like it to be a mini version of like the biopark in Albuquerque, where it's, maybe not that elaborate.
Well, that would be nice, but
yeah. Ultimately that would be the Taj Mahal of what we want for the zoo. But to get there, we got to start, and for folks that don't know, the zoo's really, almost all those animals are rescue animals. These are animals that were,
that's right.
Whatever fires or just got injured or whatever out in the wild. And they are no longer able to survive on their own in the wild,
right?
And so the zoos are their home, and so it's not like it's so to keep that going, we gotta make sure that the facilities for these animals are adequate, and at the same time use this for a great purpose to educate and to entertain and to provide some great stuff for our cities,
right?
Too. So it's kind of a big juxtaposition there, but this is where we need the people. We need to get
things going,
get things going, decide what we can do. Let's, if you want to start seeing a lot of those summer programs and things that we used to see a whole lot at the zoo, we got to get, the Friends of the Zoo back together. We got to get the band back together. We got to start organizing and doing all that stuff.
That's right. And that's why I'm on the radio here is to try and get people to come back to us and start helping out with
it's time to dig
support. Little support for the
And if
zoo.
you're waiting on the irrigation and all that stuff done, then we're going to be waiting another 10 years.
Oh, yeah. It's going to be a long time.
Yeah.
So try, if you have an idea that you want to get into the involved in this, give me a call.
Absolutely.
Or you can give Carrie Moore a call. You can reach her. Well, she's working with the Chaves County Health Council now.
Yes.
But I'm sure she would take zoo calls.
She's
as well.
another person that's very involved and active in the community and has her fingers in a lot of pies.
She is. Yeah, that's her. She's very active.
Yes,
very
absolutely.
active.
Very another stalwart person.
You can also go to the website, friendsofspringriverzoo.org.
Very good.
And you can see some things on there.
Okay. Is there like a donate now button there if people want to make money, or is that not set up anymore?
I don't think we don't have the donation anymore.
There we go. You want to get involved? Let's start there.
There you go. Let's start set up. The Friends do have some money, but we're just kind of holding on to it right now because we don't know what to do with it.
We don't know where to best spend it yet.
Right.
Yeah.
So if we can add to that, when we put in that lion enclosure, that cost what, $150,000, something like that. It's been a while.
I imagine, yeah. I can't imagine.
Yeah,
something like that is cheap.
No, it wasn't cheap.
Yeah.
Well, we'd like to do a similar thing to the Bears.
Gotcha.
So, and that's easily going to be another $150,000, $200,000.
And I'm going to take a stab in 2025 pricing, probably close to $250,000, $300,000.
Could be, yes, very much so.
With building materials,
the way it's all gone up so much.
And then pound for pound, I don't know which easier to keep, a bear in a pen or a lion in a pen, and I'm not sure the answer to that one. I guess depending, black bears, brown bears, maybe, but if it's a grizzly, maybe you need to.
Well, you might have a little trouble.
A little more rebar there.
Yeah. Yeah, chain link is probably not going to hold up extremely well.
I will see that pen from afar if that's
the case. That's right. And the elk enclosure is another one. It's unfortunate we lost those elk, but it would be nice to
have some more come when
we get an opportunity to get an elk back into that.
I'm going to take a stab that there's going to be one out there that comes out in the wild and can't survive, and just like the other ones, they kind of come home here. And
the last ones we had actually we rescued from an elk ranch.
Okay.
It was a private ranch that they had the elk on, and they could no longer take care of the elk. So we took them in and rescued them.
They were foster elk.
So, yeah, we fostered them. Yeah, there you go. So,
Of course, that bald eagle out there. That's one of the more
bald eagle,
iconic animals out there. That's a rescue animal too.
Yep.
Yeah.
So we do all, and if you go down the bird line, little smaller cages for several different types of birds in there. Most of those have had some kind of trauma that prevents them from going back to the wild.
Gotcha. But were they maybe like fire victims? Or
fire, they lost their flight feathers,
Gotcha.
or something.
Okay.
Something that, or a foot or something like that. Get caught in a trap,
Sure.
and cut off a foot.
And some of those guys are probably migratory, so
That
probably
too.
can't migrate. So
Right.
they're here at the Club Med, I guess.
Yeah, there you go. The Club Roswell.
That's right. But folks, and of course, if you haven't been out, come. You can still go out to the zoo.
Oh,
and,
yeah. It's open.
It's free. It doesn't cost
Yeah.
anything now, and so go and check it out. Bring your kids and all that. But we want to make it better. We want to get it back to what we were doing before the floods and all that.
Yeah.
Where, y'all were like the brews at the zoos and all those annual events that were kind of becoming staples. We want to bring all that back.
Yep.
But we
Get
need
people aware of it.
We need the support. We need the bodies. We need the volunteers. So,
More the merrier.
So if you're interested, please reach out to Don or reach out to Carrie or come by the zoo. And if you're at the zoo, you talk to one of the staff there. I'm sure they can get you in touch with the friends of the zoo very easily. So
Yep, they can. I was going to try and give you Carrie's number, but my number is 5. Yeah, if you can call me is 575-495-3325.
Very good. Do they still have an active Facebook page or anything? The Friends of the Zoo. It's still
Yes, there is something.
Okay.
There is a Friends of the Zoo Facebook.
Okay, and so you could probably shoot a message there, and someone will see it and reach out to you that way.
Come
too,
on,
if you
phone.
prefer. I know we got most people. Their first way to contact people is not a telephone number anymore. So
yeah, it's everything.
Or if it
but
is, it's a text.
Yeah, you go online or
go
Facebook
to this or scan this QR code and we'll get it. Which I'm still a little naive on QR codes. I get at least figured out how to use my camera to find one now. Because I kept used to remember, I had to have an app to do this before. Now the cameras all do it. But
yeah, I think this is the right number. Carrie Moore is at 575-755-3663.
Okay.
Or you can call Travis County Health Council.
Yes,
and
211.
they can connect you.
And odds are she'll probably answer there too.
Yeah.
I don't know if she answers all the calls, but I know she answers them some.
She does, yeah. Sometimes.
I don't know if someone else had to
there's,
over. I think they probably have a few people that.
They do. There's 4 or 5 people there that.
She's one of them.
Yeah, she will work with.
But so please get involved. The zoo would love to have. The Friends of the Zoo are looking for folks that are wanting to get involved. And if you're one of those folks that have been wanting, and this is one of your passions, please do it. Usually I talk about this every time I'm with Don. Everybody in our town just picked their one passion and maybe volunteered at it. I don't care if it's a veterans thing or youth sports thing or church thing or zoo thing or a
get involved.
Yeah, pick your passion and get involved with it.
That's right.
This is the one thing. Homeless, every one of these organizations around our town could use more volunteers, more certainly money and that kind of support. That way, at least maybe you're like, well, I physically can't do it. All right, pick your favorite organizations and support them financially.
See, now that's my problem. I figured out that I can't concentrate on just one thing.
Yeah.
That looks good. No, I'll do that. How about this?
That's
so
I
get
have the same
involved in
problem.
too
I
many
serve
things.
on 37 boards. So
There you go. Yeah. So what are you going to do?
I have that same issue.
my passion is people and life. So.
And that's how we make our community better, and
That's
that's how
right.
we're going to make the zoo better. This is how we make all the things we try to do better. So, and while Don is here, I'll let's do the collective. Don't forget, sign up your teams now for the Walk to End Alzheimer's.
All right.
November
Yes.
1. You can go to alz.org, and then there's find a walk near you. Type in Roswell. Whatever.
Roswell Walk.
It'll pop right up there. Now's the time to raise the funds to put your teams together. If you want to put a team together, or you can simply go to that same page and just donate to other teams if you'd rather do that too. or do both, whatever you want to do here. Everybody wins at the end of the day here. So, but that is, and then the actual walk itself will be November 1st at Rusty K complex there. So,
and one other thing, Legion, we're going to be. Let me see. Tomorrow morning, we're going to be doing some more work out at Memory Lawn.
Yeah. Anybody looking to do some extra yard work or anything?
Yeah.
We could always use. We've been out there battling weeds and
we're
doing a lot
taking
of that
a good cut on those weeds.
Mm-hmm.
Of course, the weeds are fighting back. I've had to I think they are.
At the moment, they're winning. I think
I've destroyed my tractor a couple of times, and that's my afternoon thing today is to get that tractor.
When he's not mowing on it, he's fixing it.
That's right. So, and then the other things too. Yeah.
Absolutely.
And then of course Saturday, come out to Farmers Market.
Yeah, join us.
Say hi us.
This is week 2 or 3 now. I think we're now
2.
2. Yes.
Yeah. Week 2.
Saturday mornings beginning at 7 a.m. Now through usually through
into
September, maybe the first part of October.
Yeah,
depends on the growing season.
Right.
But we've had a lot of moisture. I don't know if that's good, bad, or indifferent. I know it can go either way sometimes, depending on the product. But anyway, so get out there Saturday. Now I'm telling you, if you're looking for produce, the earlier in the day you get there, the better, because selection's at its best. The early bird gets the worm at the farmer's market.
You better believe it.
Now that being said, there's great stuff throughout the morning. They go till about 11, midday, and everything kind of disperses after that. But if you're looking like for the vegetables and the fruits and the quick that get there early, because people come early for that stuff quick. And so not saying you can't find good fruits and veggies later, but if you're like especially if there's like, chilies are now, I need to get, and as the season progresses, quantities do generally grow too.
That's right, because more and more harvesting throughout the year.
Yeah.
That's why we don't start it until July.
Yeah.
Because you don't
to come out of the ground.
Yeah, the stuff doesn't get growing and ready to be picked until late June, early July.
Yeah.
But as the season progresses into September and October, there's a bounty.
Yeah. Exactly. So, so keep coming back each week, and then you'll find your favorite vendors and
there you go.
You'll find all kinds of stuff. It's arts and crafts, and obviously civic organizations like our American Legion are out there.
Yeah.
And
Don't worry about breakfast.
Oh, so yeah,
go get a burrito down there on 3rd Street.
And if you get there early enough, we'll have dessert usually.
There you go. Yeah. Legion, we keep our cookies and pastries.
Yeah.
So come by and get that.
And unfortunately, you got to come to us. We tried to go to the people, but they shut us down.
They decided that was taking advantage.
They put a boot on Lee's wheelchair so he could roll around. Hot cookies.
They figured that was an unfair advantage.
Yeah,
so
you got to go to the booth now.
Yeah,
but,
that's okay. We've got them there, and
we can do it like a marathon. We can put the cookie out if you want to run by.
Yeah, there you go.
Then you can keep moving if you need to. But yeah,
really good cookies and pastries.
Yeah, and they got all kinds of
a lot of other booths have things like that as well.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah. So, if you've never gone, go check it out. Go come out this Saturday. Get out. But like I said, if you're looking for produce and things,
this is the 3rd week.
It is. It is the 3rd.
That's right.
Yeah.
This is the 3rd week.
This is week 3.
Yeah. Because the first week it rained.
That's right.
First, and then the rain quit, and we got a nice boost of people. Nice, pleasant day. Last week, it was packed. We had more booths than I have seen in a couple of years.
Okay. Well, good.
So,
people ready. So I'm guessing week 3 here will be much like week 2.
Yep.
Get it grow, and based on weather, you ain't gonna worry about rain on Saturday. So
yeah, there you go.
So I think we're gonna be pretty good.
Get out there early before the heat hits.
That's the other reason why it starts at 7 in the morning and is done by lunchtime, is because no one wants to be hanging out in July and August in southeast New Mexico in 2 in the afternoon.
That's right. Yeah, it gets a little toasty out there.
Exactly. It's farming and ranching. It's early bird gets the worm. That's how it works.
And of course, the Legion, our booth. I will also have stuff for Alzheimer's.
Yes.
And I will have stuff for Bitter Lake,
Which Dragonfly Festival? We were just talking
Dragonfly
about that
Festival. I've
yesterday.
got some donation forms you can donate to the Dragonfly
August
Festival.
1st is when the if you want to sign up for now they're free and everything, but
Yeah.
the Dragonfly Festival, which will be that September 6th weekend there, that Friday, Saturday, and
Right.
Sunday. You can start signing up for the free Dragonfly, Wildlife, and the Early Bird
Tours.
Tour.
Yeah, all the tours.
Beginning August 1st.
August 1st.
By going and calling, or you can go to the Friends of Bitter Lake website, get the number, and call it, and make your
Right.
reservations. But get that done August 1.
Yep. So a lot of things coming up.
Yeah.
The summer's getting hot, and so are the people. We're
That's
getting
right.
out here and doing things. So
Absolutely. And of course, if you have any questions about being a part of the zoo, or for that matter, Alzheimer's or American Legion or anything, reach out to Don or
Yep.
reach out to us. We'll get you. In touch.
we'll figure out something.
Yeah.
Yeah. There you go. You can go Saturday morning, go to farmers market.
That's right.
Saturday afternoon, go up to the zoo and tour the zoo. Lots of trees, they're nice and shady.
Yeah.
And you can watch all the animals snooze.
Matter of fact, depending on what you pick up at the farmer's market, you can go picnic.
There you go. Yeah, they've got that grassy area out there and a couple of picnic
out at the
tables.
zoo.
Yeah.
Is the peacock still running around harassing you?
Oh yeah, they're always out there.
Yeah, you might be careful with that guy. He kind of rules the roost.
Yeah, he
there.
does. He gets a little aggressive, especially if it's mating season.
I'm about to say I've seen him nice. I've seen him not nice.
Yeah. When it's mating, when he wants to mate, he can be pretty aggressive.
Yeah.
But
and in case you don't know, too, the pretty ones are the males. Just
yes.
So you know,
they got
you ever
all
heard
the
term
feathers.
peacocking? That's exactly what they're doing.
Right. Do you know they lose that tail?
Do they?
Each year.
Oh, they shed it?
They shed it and grow it back for the next.
I guess to make it, keep it vibrant and fluffy.
Yeah.
Make it, But it's kind of weird how you always see the female peacocks and they all look kind of tired.
Dowdy. Yeah.
Look like it
Well,
wore
you
out.
know that's true in most of the bird world. Though.
Yeah, that is true. The males are
they gotta
pomp and
show
circumstance.
off and attract the female.
They gotta earn the respect of the woman.
There you go. See, we ought to do that as humans too.
That's right. I'm not dressing up though.
Yeah, I don't dress up that way.
I'm not puffing up my feathers.
Yeah.
Don, as always, appreciate the visit and take a break every once in a while.
This week has been really busy, so
I guess the best advice I give you this week is stay hydrated.
There you go. Lots of water, Well, I have my coffee in the morning, but water and soda or Gatorade in the afternoon.
There you go. Good. Keep them electrolytes.
Yep.
Very good. Thank you, Don. We'll see you next time.
Thank you, Mike.
All right, it is 8:43. Let us pause for news, weather, your Red Apple report, and some commercials to pay for my lunch. Don't go away. You're listening to Mornings with Mike Winters.
Now for your Pecos Valley news update, I'm Jared Cirillo. FEMA announcing federal disaster assistance is now available to the state of New Mexico to supplement recovery efforts in areas affected by severe storms, flooding, and landslides from June 23rd and continuing. The president's action makes federal funding available to affected individuals in Lincoln County. Assistance can include grants for temporary housing and home repairs, low-cost loans to cover uninsured property losses, and other programs to help individuals and business owners recover from the effects of the disaster. Individuals who sustained losses in the designated areas should first file claims with their insurance providers and then apply for assistance online at disasterassistance.gov. Beginning August 4th, the outdoor pool at the Roswell Recreation and Aquatic Center will be open only on the weekends. The hours are noon to 5:45 p.m. Until then, the outdoor pool remains open daily during those same hours. The last day that the outdoor pool will be open for this year's summer season will be Labor Day, September 1st. You're up to date. I'm Jared Cirillo.
I'm meteorologist Steve Hamilton with your Pecos Valley weather. A few showers or thunderstorms possible later on today, but rain chances are really low. We should have sunshine most of the day, upper 90s on the afternoon high. Overnight, maybe a few clouds and lows around 70, and then we start heating up a little bit on Friday. We're in the upper 90s and sunny. Looks like about 100 for the afternoon high on Saturday, and sunny, mid-90s and sunny on Sunday. That's your latest forecast. I'm meteorologist Steve Hamilton.
All across America, this is the Red Apple Audio Network's Market Report, sponsored by Abacus Global Management.
Good morning. Alphabet reported higher sales and higher profits than expected. Alphabet's a holding company that includes Google, Google Cloud, Google Maps, Google Play, YouTube, advertising, AI services, and its other bets division in health-related services. But Google is losing some search business to AI and losing some advertising to other platforms too. Alphabet fell slightly. Tesla reported a second straight quarter of declining sales. Tesla stock is down about 18% this year, and Tesla's the worst stock among tech's megacaps. IBM, founded more than 100 years ago, beat forecasts and raised them higher. But IBM fell 5%. Their stock is up 28% year to date. Chipotle fell. They say customer traffic was down for the second quarter in a row. Home sales fell in June and prices hit record highs again. Usually, first-time home buyers account for 40% of all home sales. Now, it's 30% or less because mortgage rates and prices are so high. With business, I'm Joe Connolly.
This is the Red Apple Audio Network's Market Report, sponsored by Abacus Global Management.
What if the future of finance wasn't built around averages, but around you? At Abacus Global Management, we're reshaping financial planning around the most personal data point, your lifespan. But it's more than just insight, it's control. As a technology-driven asset manager, we're empowering investors with an integrated system to take command of your time, your future, your financial destiny. This is a new era of investing. Take control at abacusgm.com.
So I make a silly joke about it never raining, and now it seems like it'll never quit. Hi, this is Ben Manette from Roswell Seed Company. All this rain is great, but soon the weeds will be waist high and the bugs will be as thick as, well, as thick as flies. But here at Roswell Seed, we have just what you need to control the weeds and fend off the bugs before they take over. So come see us at Roswell Seed, and be careful what you joke about. Mother Nature sure has a wicked sense of humor.
Hi everyone, this is Melanie from Glenn's Furniture. We now carry Mayo Furniture. Not only is it proudly built in the U.S., but there are hundreds of custom options to choose from, including fabrics, top-grade leathers, nail head trim, and feet. The quality and construction stands apart from other brands in the industry, ensuring your satisfaction for years to come. Turn your living room into a reflection of your refined taste. Come see us at Glenn's on the corner of Union and Alameda in Roswell, where delivery is free since 1953.
For the first time ever, the National Championship Air Races are touching down in Roswell, New Mexico. From September 10th through the 14th, witness the world's best pilots battle it out in the fastest motorsport on the planet. Vintage warbirds, cutting-edge jets, aerobatics, and family fun, all against the stunning New Mexico sky. 3, 2, 1. Get your tickets now at airrace.org. Don't miss this high-octane spectacle.
Did you know almost 75% of the time we're replacing a roof, something totally weird or unexpected or bizarre happens? Jennifer here again from Trustmark Roofing, and I want you to know that we are always prepared for the unexpected. That's why we always have project superintendent on site at your home at all times to handle those weird, bizarre things as they pop up. Things like an unexpected layer of wood shake shingles under your shingles or rotted out decking boards, problems with flashing or ridges or missing supplies that somebody needs to chase down. These are the kinds of problems that normally grind the crews from other roofing companies to a halt and delay the project. But not with our super awesome superintendent there. He's equipped to handle any problem and keep the project moving along smoothly. Just one more way we do things better at Trustmark Roofing. If you have any roofing needs, call us at 575-755-ROOF or find us online at trustmarkroofpros.com.
Trustmark Roofing, we put people first.
It's one hot night as Benesse brings an exciting display of fiery Spanish guitar and dance to the Spencer stage on August 2nd. Armed with a Spanish guitar and a stage full of musicians and elaborately choreographed dancers, Benesse takes the audience on a musical journey as he launches his 25th anniversary tour. Get your tickets online at spencertheater.com or by calling the box office at 575-336-4800. We'll see you at the Spencer.
Don't you hate it when your kids ask,
Do you know where you're going? It's almost as bad as when they say, "Are we lost?" The dad in me always wants to respond in a firm tone, "Of course I know where I'm going, and I never get lost." The truth is, I often ask the same two questions of God. Where are we going? And are you sure this is the right way to go? I don't always understand God's ways or what he's up to, and I certainly don't have him totally figured out. If I did have him totally figured out, he might not be worthy of the worship that I should be giving. When it comes to my relationship with God, I don't necessarily need more understanding, I just need more faith. Though I may not know the full path ahead, I trust that God is guiding each step I take. In uncertainty, I stand firm in faith, knowing his plan is greater than I can see or imagine. At Country Club Road, we're on a faith journey as the body of Christ, and I hope you'll join us on our travels.
Join us at the Country Club Road Church of Christ for worship at 10 a.m. on Sunday, located on the corner of Country Club and Washington in Roswell.
Hey, Mark.
Morning, Sam.
Having the house remodeled?
Nah, I got termites, and they're chewing the place up.
Welcome to the neighborhood. I've got them too.
Really?
Yeah, just had a termite treatment put in.
You did? I didn't see a lot of digging around your house.
That's because I went with the Centricon termite colony elimination system. It's a lot easier to install than what you're doing. They just place bait stations around the house, and then the termites share the bait with each other until the colony is gone. No digging, no chemical solution, just simple protection that's environmentally responsible.
Wow.
Yeah, I even got a green chemistry award from the EPA.
Centricon, huh? I'll be right back.
Hey, where you going?
Tell these guys to stop digging. I'm getting Centricon.
Call Bob Reed Pest Control today for all of Southeast New Mexico. 575-623-5344.
Who doesn't think the dentist is a big deal? I know what you're thinking. What will they find? How much will it hurt? What are my options? Hi, this is Dr. Sarah Usher, and I am here to tell you that here at Carabelli Dental, it is our job to put you at ease. With options like sedation dentistry, you can rest assured that regardless of what dental work you might need, you can get it done while resting comfortably. Call our office now and speak to our knowledgeable staff about setting up your new patient appointment.
Come see the team at Carabelli Dental or call 575-622-4455.
Saddle up for a celebration of the bounty of Lee County during the 89th Annual Lee County Fair and PRCA Rodeo, August 1st through the 9th at the Lee County Fairgrounds in Lovington. With nonstop fun for the whole family, including an arts and crafts showcase, the carnival, concerts, Extreme Bulls event, and PRCA rodeos, the Pioneer Iron Chef contest, as well as the livestock shows, mutton bustin', fiddlers contest, and junior livestock sale, the Yucca building exhibits, plus 4-H and open youth, the flower show, farm and garden, creative arts, the special rodeo, commercial vendors, and of course, the best fair food around. The concert series begins Friday, August 1st with the Hispanic Heritage Celebration and continues nightly Tuesday, August 5th through Saturday, August 9th. Visit LeeCountyFair.net for more exciting news and updates. The 89th Annual Lee County Fair and PRCA Rodeo, August 1st through the 9th at the Lee County Fairgrounds in Lovington. Come celebrate the bounty of Lee County. We'll see you at the fair.
Here's a Mornings with Mike Winters fun fact. Linen can absorb up to 20 times its weight in moisture before it feels damp. Now, you don't have to get up in the middle of the night to go to the bathroom anymore. Here's Mike Winters.
And good morning. It is 8:54. Got a few minutes here before the top of the hour news. Stay tuned next hour. Here about 9:15 or so, Crystal Noble with the Humane Society will be joining us. Give us an update on pets available for adoption and deals going on at their store, things like that, too. Couple things I want to put on your radar. Chavez County is having a summer job fair on August 18th, and it's going to be at the county building, 1 St. Mary's Place. It'll be August 18th from 8 a.m. until 4 p.m., and this is your opportunity to come see what Chavez County has to offer. They're going to be doing on-the-spot interviews for most of the positions at the detention center. Matter of fact, just the other day, we had the warden and some of the folks there from the detention center join us talking about many of their positions available. They've got openings from, corrections to any of the service, medical, food, administrative. They've got a few openings across the board there. Although the good news is when we were talking with them that, yes, they've still got openings, but corrections across the nation are all down as far as numbers go. They need more corrections officers across the land. And Chaves County's rate is is higher than the average. Whereas, so we're in our detention centers, staffing wise, is in much better shape right now than a lot of different detention centers. That being said, they still need more folks. And so if you're interested in a career, and I will tell you this, just based on everyone I know that has careers with the county, whether it's in the road department or one of the admin, clerk's office, whatever, they're all very happy that they work for the county. It's the benefits package, the retirement, they take care of their people. And that's the reason why, if you ever go to a commission meeting, and it's one of those meetings where they're honoring all the employees for longevity of service, every single time they have that, they always got one or two up there, 20, 30 years of service. And those are what I always like to call is just unseen indicators on is a good place to work at. And when you're seeing people that have spent 20, 30 years in one spot, that that have promoted steadily, they've been in when they came in at entry level, and now they're running departments and things, and they've been in that one location that long. That speaks volumes to the quality of the work environment. To me, that's always a big, huge indicator. Red flag. If you see a lot of people, longest guy's been here 2 years. All right, that's a red flag, unless the company's only been around 2 years. But you know what I mean. So in the county, consistently, they have people that have been in with the county for 20, 30 years. So mark it on your calendars. Check it out, the job fair, August 18th, 8 to 4, at the County Admin Building, 1 St. Mary's Place. If you have any questions or want more information, you can call 575-624-6557. Again, 575-624-6557. I believe that is the human resources part of the county there. So you can call. They'll be happy to answer those questions for you. So, there's something else I was going to put on your radar. Oh yeah, of course, Spencer's got a lot of shows going on. Here's another one coming up here in August, especially if you're a fan of Rod Stewart. Tonight's the night. It's a dazzling production featuring world-renowned Rod Stewart tribute artist, vocalist Rob Caudill, and Rod's former band members, the legendary drummer Carmine Appice, saxophonist, they're hitting me with these names, Katja Rickerman, as they bring fun and excitement to, and you're just a Rod Stewart fan. They're doing Rod Stewart. So it's going to be live at the Spencer Theater. I'm going to say ladies. Live at the Spencer Theater, August 9th. Don't miss the show. Call the Spencer Theater box office at 575-336-4800 or visit spencertheater.com to get your tickets.
Young hearts live free tonight. I'm a fan. Love is on your side.
I respect the people that have a fandom of it. I am not a Rod Stewart fan.
Don't let you down. Don't let them push you around. The man's got a great voice. I got to give it to him.
Yeah. Well, it's got that gravel to it.
Yeah. Don't let you change your point of view.
Yeah. He's got a gravel to it. I get it, but yeah, he's not my. Like, I think I just missed.
Well, and of course, have I told you lately that I love you?
Like, I feel like Rod was the Michael Bolton of a generation before me.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I can see that.
Like, I just missed the Rod window
and
got more into the Bolton window.
Yeah, Rod was real big in the early 90s.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, but I think he was way sex symbol more in the 70s.
Oh, for sure. But he had this resurgence in the 90s. I think a lot of it came from the Costner Robin Hood. Like, he was on that soundtrack. He's been on
Bryan Adams on that.
Bryan Adams. But I think Rod Stewart had a song.
News is
one of those songs.
Huh? I'm Rich Thomas.
The
Trump administration is
pursuing
the origins of the Russia collusion hoax, and some high-ranking Obama administration officials, including the former president himself, the target of some serious allegations.
Director of National Intelligence Tulsi Gabbard Wednesday released a previously classified House report
her second such disclosure after accusing the intelligence community of a, quote, treasonous conspiracy in its review of foreign influence in the 2016 election.
President Obama directed an intelligence community assessment to be created to further this contrived false narrative.
The report, a 2020 product from the House Intelligence Committee, casts doubt on Russian President Vladimir Putin's interest in the 2016 election and his desire to aid President Trump in the contest. Bernie Bennett, Washington.
Former President Obama's office calls the allegations against Mr. Obama bizarre and ridiculous and a distraction. A recent appeals court ruling opens the door to private contractors overseeing federal illegal immigration detention centers.
Judges issued a 2-to-1 ruling to overturn the New Jersey ban, which means CoreCivic can continue operating the state's Elizabeth Detention Center. CoreCivic is facing a similar battle in Kansas after the company was blocked from housing illegal immigrants in ICE custody. The ruling comes as the Trump administration seeks to crack down on illegal immigration, and some have suggested privatizing federal immigration detentions will help increase the speed of removals. Tasha Stevens reporting.
Norfolk Southern and Union Pacific confirm they're talking about merging. It would create a huge railroad linking the east and the west coasts, but the question is, would federal regulators approve the merger? Shares of United Health Group slipping after the healthcare giant confirmed it is the subject of a Department of Justice investigation. On Wall Street, stocks are currently mixed. The Dow lower, the Nasdaq, the S&P a bit higher. News from townhall.com.
Hi, it's Mike Gallagher. You work hard, you build wisely, your home has become one of your greatest assets. If you're staying put this summer, this might be the perfect time to put that equity to work.
Everybody wants cheap
airfare,
home, but where do you find it? You call low-cost airlines. Their prices are direct from the airlines, and they're so low you can't find these fares published anywhere. They specialize in cheap flights, discount hotel rooms, cheap car rental rates, and great package deals anywhere around the world. Wherever you want to go, they can help you get there cheaply and with a best price guarantee. If you want the lowest prices on your airline tickets or other travel services, call now. That's right, call. That's the only way to get these rates. Experts are standing by 24/7 to get you the cheapest airfare and hotel rates available. So don't wait. Call right now for the lowest travel prices anywhere and for great last-minute travel deals too.
Call 866-755-5300. That's 866-755-5300. Again, that's 866-755-5300. Call us right now.
Technology.
President Trump's AI action plan outlines more than 90 policy actions, including sweeping aside regulatory hurdles to build new data centers. The administration is also pledging to eradicate what it calls ideological bias, Mr. Trump saying Americans don't want, in his words, woke Marxist lunacy in AI models. Critics say the plan serves corporate interests, not those of the broader public. The administration says many of the proposals could be implemented over the next year.
The BBC's Lily Jamali. Thailand and Cambodia have exchanged fire on their border in a sharp escalation of a conflict that killed at least 9 civilians, at least 14 people injured in several border provinces. News and analysis at townhall.com. It's been a bumpy ride of late for electric vehicle maker Tesla.
Sales and profits dropped sharply again in the latest quarter for the third quarter in a row. The car company has faced boycotts for months. Revenue dropped 12% and profits slumped 16% as buyers continued to stay away. Quarterly profits at the electric vehicle, battery, and robotics company fell to $1.17 billion. That's down from $1.4 billion. Revenue fell from $25.5 billion to $22.5 billion, but slightly above Wall Street's forecast. I'm Lisa Dwyer.
3 Lorain, Ohio police officers have been shot, ambushed by a heavily armed gunman who later died in an exchange of gunfire with police. 2 of the officers hospitalized in serious condition, while the third said to suffer non-life-threatening injuries. More on these stories at townhall.com.
What in the wide, wide world of sports is going on here?
I promise you, whatever scum did this, not one man in this force will rest for 1 minute until he's behind bars. Now let's grab a bite to eat. Yeah, come on.
I feel the hot wind on my shoulder.
and the touch of a world that is older. I hit the switch and check the number. I leave it on and then I slumber. I hear the rhythm ringing through it. Flamenco guitar and cumbia music. I hear the talking of the DJ. The Demolition, what does he say? I'm on a Mexican radio. I'm on a Mexican radio.
Broadcasting live from high atop the J.P. White Building in downtown Roswell, New Mexico. It's Mornings with Mike Winters on 106.5 Roswell's Talk FM.
Is that what I sound like when I talk?
Now, here's your host, Mike Winters.
And good morning. It is 6 minutes after 9 o'clock. Welcome to hour number 3.
Tres inviernos
of Mornings with Mike Winters, right here on 106.5 Roswell's Talk FM. Happy Thursday.
Yes.
It is officially Thursday.
There's moments where I learn things about myself, and this morning I learned I'm more of a Rod Stewart fan than I actually realized.
He's been jamming out the Rod Stewart for the last 5
I'm
minutes.
going through all the different songs in my head. It's like, banger after banger, man.
Yeah, he had some good hits.
He had a lot of hits. He was kind of the it guy there for 70s, most of the 80s.
Yeah.
He was kind of...
Some fun, good songs.
Yeah, he was a pop icon.
So if you're a fan of dudes singing like dudes, get your tickets now at spencertheater.com.
I feel like he was at transition, he was too
for some people
too young for like the ladies at like the Tom Jones types and those types, that those were a little before him. And so like the women that were swooning to Tom Jones, their kids are swooning to Rod.
Were a lot of women out there swooning to Tom Jones? I mean, I know that he had his appeal
in his day. Yes.
Yeah.
I mean,
it's kind of like the whole.
recently.
It's kind of like the whole Wayne Newton thing. It's like I know that he had his appeal, but I never got it. Of course, then again, I'm not the target demo.
Again, these are the same people that when you're throwing your stuff at the stage to, I don't know.
My panties.
Well, we're trying to think of a band.
No.
Some band that it's the same thing. They don't get it. We don't get.
Oh, sure.
Tom Jones.
The one time I flung a jockstrap at a Tenacious D concert, now I'm the problem.
I didn't win any money, and then I got on the stage and took it back because I was so disappointed. I was like, wait a minute, you don't earn this. Give it back.
I hear when he performed in Mexico, he changed the lyrics to 2 tacos with beans and rice. 2 tacos with beans and rice.
I'm not going to lie. That was arguably the worst concert of someone notable I've ever seen.
That's sad.
It was
You hope
a little
more from an Eddie Money
disappointing, but
show.
he did his job.
He rolled out on a ripped up, dirty black T-shirt with white paint
A faded
on it.
black T-shirt
And it wasn't
that was gray,
ironically like trying to look hip.
and it was stained.
It
I
looked
know.
like he was doing a basement project.
I was there.
Oh, yeah.
And
Mike just goes solo to his Eddie Money shows.
and
I always go solo.
it looked like he rolled out of bed because he had bedhead. He.
And the performance was tired, Kim. He's literally just going.
Yeah, there are those.
Bags,
And Loverboy came on.
Loverboy kicked his butt.
Before
That's the part I'm saying. Like I thought Loverboy. Come on.
Loverboy's good.
Mike's up on his chair. Everyone's watching.
I was way more entertained by Loverboy than I was Eddie Money.
You know how Loverboy, the lead singer, always wore a headband?
Boy, do I.
And
Boy, do So I'm trying to remember, because I know this has been in my history here at the station. Who was the headliner of this show?
Eddie Money.
Seriously?
Loverboy opened for Eddie Money.
Yes.
Oh.
Eddie was the top draw. And the opening act blew him away. Had it not been for my copious amounts of crab legs I ate at the buffet before, it would have been a disappointing night.
Can I get back on Loverboy? Because I didn't get to finish
Sorry,
what
yes,
I was
finish
saying.
Loverboy.
Sorry.
I was saying when they came out on stage, Loverboy's a little different these days than he was back then. He's got a big old pot belly.
He's a lover
But he
man.
still wears the bandana.
That's great. God.
Lover pig.
It's so funny when they hold on to it as long as Sebastian Bach is a great example of that.
Yeah.
He's tried his hardest to hold on to that 80s look. He still kind of has the fanned out hair and but it's
Does his voice still do the octaves that it did?
no,
I wonder.
he can still like belt, but he can't hit
Hit those high
octaves.
ones that he used to. I about to say.
Yeah, I would say if they had like a high
Imagine.
singing contest in the 80s, Sebastian Bach would have been in the top 3.
Yeah, that range he could do was.
Yeah.
Imagine he
which
ruined
one
his
is
vocal
it? I Remember
cords.
You. What's the song where he just goes?
Yeah, it's
I remember you.
Yeah, that one. I don't think they sing that one at concert. They
Yeah.
get, or maybe they have like
What, nothing? That was a mean falsetto run, all right? I'm just saying. Clap, 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 all right?
It was better than
I'll
any
applaud
money.
myself.
It was better than any money. I'll give you that.
And 18 in Life is also
Yeah,
he
that's
has
got
high,
a high
real
spot
high.
too. Yeah. So I'm trying to think. Does Skid Row even tour anymore? Like, could you see them at a fair or something?
I'd imagine
Probably
they're out there.
casinos.
Yeah, I didn't know.
I don't know.
Yeah, they're
'Cause I think Sebastian Bach's still out and about doing stuff.
You
Like,
know.
with all those gigantic, like when we were young tours, everybody from different eras has got like 150 band concert
Yeah, because I think
experience.
like you can go see a Rat concert somewhere still.
But would you?
Wouldn't be surprised.
My point exactly.
You know,
All in fairness, I did go to Ruidoso to see Warrant and Winger.
Yeah.
Cool.
It was actually a good show. It was surprisingly. It was one of those where I'm like, oh yeah, that was them, huh?
but the lead singer's not.
No, it's not. It wasn't Lane.
Well,
He's
and-
long since gone.
And I remember maybe about a month ago, I was on Facebook, and I have a lot of friends, obviously that live in the Maryland area and all that, on my Facebook. And they were talking about like this huge 2-day concert festival in Ocean City, Maryland. And it was literally a who's who of 80s and 90s rock metal. I mean,
Kaja Gugu, Bay City
but it
Rollers.
was like OAR.
Oh, wow.
Brett Michaels. I mean, it was just this very eclectic group of, I think, like Alice Cooper. I mean, it was out there, man. And then they'd have like one of those 90s kind of like those sort of rock bands, they were like the Stacy's Mom, those types.
Yeah,
of
like Fountains of Wayne,
Yeah,
or
Fountains
like
of Wayne,
or
one of
like
those
your
type bands.
Sugar Ray.
They had a bunch of those type bands.
Sugar Ray will just pop up on. I know they'll just pop up at like random like county fairs though.
You know what I laugh when I hear Shaggy? I'm like,
Oh God.
I'm like, wow.
That reminds me.
I have a Shaggy song on my list.
You got one?
I do.
Is it Angel?
One, Angel. That's
yeah,
right.
that's what most is. Nobody gives Mr. Bombastic the love that it deserves.
That is my
Yeah.
favorite one.
They're calling me Mr. Bomb.
I'm
That's
trying to
just
think.
good stuff.
What was it? You when you mentioned Sugar Ray, it made me think of it. What was that group? It was right around the same time. What it's like, what it's like.
What?
Are you talking about? Shoot, the name just literally left my head.
It's kind of on the tip of my
Then
tongue.
you really might know what it's like.
That's the
yeah,
song.
that's I can't think of their Everlast.
Everlast. That's I
yeah.
kept wanting to say Everessence, but I was like, no,
Everlast.
that's not it.
Yeah,
Yeah, I know.
That's
Effervescence, something like that.
Whitey Ford Sings the Blues.
Yeah.
is that album?
Where was that guy?
He's still around.
Wasn't he an offshoot of something else?
He was in House of Pain.
That's what it was. I knew he was from a solo.
He's the
he
jump
went
around
solo.
guy.
Yes, that's right. I knew he was. That's right. Which was also like.
That was real early '90s though.
Well, my brother loved the soundtrack for the god awful movie Judgment Night. Do you remember that movie?
No, I don't.
And Cypress Hill was featured heavily on the soundtrack. I believe the movie, it was basically a movie, Emilio Estevez is in it. That's how I remember he's in it. Basically a group of guys like 20-something, 30-something.
Literally, I popped up right Judgment Night soundtrack.
Yes.
Fallen, me, myself, and my microphone.
My brother played that ad nauseum for
I Love You, Mary
for a year
Jane.
period there. And so anytime I think of Sugar Ray or any, I always think of the Judgment Night soundtrack because it's all in my head lumped together. But
like De La Soul was real big around that time.
De La Soul. You know what I think of De La Soul is, do you remember that mockumentary from the 90s called Fear of the Black Hat?
I remember the name, yes.
That was basically, it was like an NWA fictitious group that kind of followed them like a very Christopher Guest style, but nothing to do with Christopher Guest. And basically, they followed. Think of CB4, but if you remember CB4 movie, but this was more filmed like a documentary, but same kind of style. And there's a part where the guys break up and they all start solo careers, and one of them starts a De La Soul sounded thing, and it's called De La something. So when you say De La Soul, I just think of that movie Fear of a Black Hat and his spoof of that.
Your movie, like obscure movie knowledge, falls really into 91 to 94.
I have a lot of
a lot of the ones that you reference come from that specific window.
I go deeper too. I just sometimes but yeah, Fear of the Black Hat. That was one that I watched a lot of HBO. Yeah, I watched a lot of HBO in 91 to 94.
I have no idea what movies he's renting out.
I'm just trying to picture your brother walking around as an early 90s wigger.
I've watched a lot of stuff. We always say I'm an eclectic guy. I've seen a lot of things. Fear of the Black Hat's pretty funny, by the way.
I love a good mockumentary. I'll definitely check that out.
Yeah, I don't know if it holds up because it's 90s humor, so I don't know, but it's put it this way: if you like CB4, you should like this.
There you go.
And if you're like, what's CB4? Go look up Chris Rock. Speaking of Chris Rock,
go eat your big ass biscuit.
Real quick, and then we can start the hour. The other day, we were flipping channels, and they were showing a movie that I have not seen in 30 years.
Okay.
New Jack City.
Oh, wow.
Crap.
They were showing
VHS.
They were showing that movie on a BT or one of the cable channels. And I'm like, I don't know how they're showing it.
Right.
Because, I mean, there's some violence and some wordage in that. But, yeah, it stars Wesley Snipes. And I'm pretty sure that's Chris Rock's first movie role ever. He plays a crackhead.
And, I think Keith was in it, too.
Yeah, there's several famous people in it. But Wesley Snipes is the main character. It's all about the crack epidemic, how crack started. It was directed by Mario Van Peebles. It was when he started his, I don't know if it was a directorial debut, but that's when he started getting hot as a director, was when that movie came out. But I remember me and my buddy Jay, who I'm still friends with to this day, we decided we were going to go see New Jack City opening night. I live in a suburb of Washington, D.C.
I was just going to say, did you go to a particular style of theater?
We were the only two white dudes in that entire theater. And I was like, I hope they don't get mad at us because they're going to take it out on us. And we're the only two dudes in this theater. And so we survived fine. But I ain't going to lie. I was a little nervous going there. I was like, oh, they're going to get mad. They're going to get mad about something the man did, and they're going to blame it on us.
There they are! Get them fools!
But, I watched like 10 minutes of it before we had to go somewhere. And, yeah, it's ultra violent. But I ain't going to lie. It felt much cheesier now than it did. Like, it felt dark then. This time it didn't feel so dark. It felt a little more... Like, another movie that does that?
A lot of that is because you've sort of been desensitized to a lot of that with
another movie that was
entertainment.
very much like that, and I don't know if you guys were old enough for this one, starred Sean Penn and Robert Duvall, called Colors.
Yes. I do remember that, yeah.
Yeah. That movie was very controversial when it came out, but if you watch it today, I don't even know if it get an R rating, to be honest.
The way they were able to probably clear it for television is they cut out the stuff probably that was the more dark stuff that you remember from the actual movie, but it's the changing of the language for television that I've always adored. If you ever watch the TV version of the movie Fargo, when John Goodman's character is flipping out, he's like, "Do you see what happens? Do you see what happened?" No, it's Lebowski.
Yeah, Lebowski.
He says, "Do you see what happens when you friend a stranger or find a stranger in the Alps?"
Yeah. Yeah, he goes on some tirades in that movie, The Big Lebowski, that they had.
It's those are always great. The Mr. Falcon from Die Hard. Yippee-ki-yay, Mr. Falcon.
They actually spoofed that particular line in a Young Sheldon episode.
Really?
Yeah, they're watching Die Hard on TV, and the older brother and the sister are watching the Die Hard, and then he does the yippee-ki-yay, Mr. Falcon, and the older brother's like, "That's not what he said." And then he goes and whisper to his because sister's like, "What'd he say?" She couldn't figure it out, I guess.
That's
and
awesome.
so she whispered, and he goes, "Oh, that's way better."
It is fun when you encounter people who have only seen the TV versions of certain movies, and then they get completely shocked at the actual language.
Yeah, it is true. Well, all right, we got to get going here. Otherwise, we will have nothing to talk about with or no time to talk about it with the Humane Society here. But let's do this. We're going to pause for weather, quick commercial break, and about 4 minutes we'll be back, and Crystal will join us here from the Humane Society. Don't go away. You're listening to Mornings with Mike Winters. Yippee-ki-yay, Mr. Falcon.
Weather this hour brought to you by Southwest Bearing under new ownership. Custom solutions for your heavy equipment. Hydraulic hoses, hose repair, bearings, seals, sprockets, belts, tools, fluids, and fittings.
I'm meteorologist Steve Hamilton with your Pecos Valley weather. A few showers or thunderstorms possible later on today, but rain chances are really low. We should have sunshine most of the day, upper 90s on the afternoon high. Overnight, maybe a few clouds and lows around 70, and then we start heating up a little bit on Friday. We're in the upper 90s and sunny. Looks like about 100 for the afternoon high on Saturday, and sunny, mid-90s and sunny on Sunday. That's your latest forecast. I'm meteorologist Steve Hamilton.
Join Hot New Country 92.9 The Brand and La Pantera 106.1 FM for a special live broadcast this Saturday from 10 to 1 at Roswell Honda. Back to school season is here, and Roswell Honda wants to get you geared up for the back to school giveaway. Join us from 10 to 1 for free hot dogs and ice cold Pepsi, Jolly Jumps, face painting, snow cones, and our friends at Tacos Pita selling their delicious tacos and drinks. Register to win a backpack full of supplies, a basket of school supplies, or a computer, desk, and chair. Drawing at 1 p.m. must be present to win. See you Saturday at Roswell Honda, 2177 West 2nd.
Some wounds need expert care to heal properly. At Artesia General Hospital's Wound Care and Hyperbaric Medicine Center, we use advanced treatments like hyperbaric oxygen therapy to help chronic wounds heal faster. If you or a loved one has a wound that won't heal, call 575-736-8235 today and take the first step toward recovery.
Hey Roswell, celebrate freedom. Celebrate huge savings with zero down payment, 0% APR, and zero payments for 90 days during the 000 sales event at Roswell Ford. Your friends at Roswell Ford make upgrading to a new Ford or quality pre-owned vehicle for less super fun, super fast, and super easy. So if you're making payments on your current vehicle and want out early, Roswell Ford will do whatever it takes to free you from your trade, even if you owe thousands more than it's worth. Right now, trade and upgrade to a new Ford for less with zero down, 0% APR, and zero payments for 90 days. Worried about your credit? Don't sweat it. Our aggressive lenders will push to approve your credit, even if it's less than perfect. Celebrate huge American-made savings and more for your trade during the 000 sales event at Roswell Ford. Get on board at Roswell Ford, because we'll do whatever it takes to make a deal. 821 North Main Street in beautiful Roswell. Call 575-623-3673 or online at roswellford.com. 0 APR for 48 months is $20.83 per thousand finance. Interest accrues from date of sale. Subject to lender approval on select vehicles. Offers not combined.
At Martine's Capital Cafe, come in and enjoy a delicious variety for breakfast, lunch, or dinner. Try our burritos, huevos rancheros, asado, chorizo, sausage, plantas, fajitas, chili rellenos, quesadillas, enchiladas, sopapillas, and don't forget their award-winning green chili cheeseburger and so much more. Everything is prepared with the finest and freshest ingredients. Martine's Capital Cafe. Quality, value, tradition, and the most delicious New Mexican food since 1989. Open Monday through Saturday from 6 to 8:30 p.m. at 110 West 4th Street in Roswell.
Need a little help this back-to-school season? Yep. Now you can test drive for supplies at Roswell Hyundai. Just stop by Roswell Hyundai, browse the lot, and find the vehicle you need. Take it for a qualified test drive and get a $20 Target gift card to help cover notebooks, pencils, clothes, or whatever they need to succeed. And with a lot chock full of new and pre-owned vehicles, you're sure to find what you want for less. Limit one test drive per family and one gift card per child. For a limited time at Roswell Hyundai, 1909 West 2nd.
So I make a silly joke about it never raining, and now it seems like it'll never quit. Hi, this is Ben Manette from Roswell Seed Company. All this rain is great, but soon the weeds will be waist high and the bugs will be as thick as flies. But here at Roswell Seed, we have just what you need to control the weeds and fend off the bugs before they take over. So come see us at Roswell Seed, and be careful what you joke about. Mother Nature sure has a wicked sense of humor.
For the first time ever, the National Championship Air Races are touching down in Roswell, New Mexico. From September 10th through the 14th, witness the world's best pilots battle it out in the fastest motorsport on the planet. Vintage warbirds, cutting-edge jets, aerobatics, and family fun, all against the stunning New Mexico sky.
3, 2, 1.
Get your tickets now at airrace.org. Don't miss this high-octane spectacle.
Here's a Mornings with Mike Winters fun fact. 1 in 3 snake bite victims is drunk. 1 in 5 is tattooed. Hold my beer and check this out. Here's Mike Winters.
And good morning. It is 25 minutes after 9 o'clock, and joining us in the studio this morning, officially now from the Roswell Humane Society, Crystal Noble back with us. Good morning.
Good morning.
How are you today?
Peachy.
Peachy keen.
Peachy keen.
Jelly bean. Is that what they used to say? But,
Blue Jean Betty Queen.
There you go. Of course, how's I bet yesterday was probably nice because it wasn't too hot out.
No.
It was probably pretty reasonable at the shelter.
It's
AC's been working well. So.
It hasn't been normal, so we're dealing with it, There's some days where it feels worse than others, and, when the humidity's high, it's awful with swamp coolers.
I was going to say, yeah, swamp coolers and humidity do not. They're like oil and water.
It's been fairly decent.
Good deal. Well, it's going to get hot this weekend, but I was just curious to see how folks, this is something, if you don't know, the Humane Society, if you want to volunteer, they're always looking for folks to interact with the animals. When the weather's nice, you can take the dogs out for walks and stuff. If you're going to do it right now, it has to be in the morning or at night, which is usually, so it's kind of limited on that. But they have a meet and greet room that you can go and take dogs and cats in there and roll around the floor with them, play with them, and get them. And that actually helps them become more adoptable. The more human interaction they have,
social skills.
The more social skills they pick up. So if maybe you live in an apartment and you're like, well, I really can't adopt one, but I love pets, I love animals, and this is a chance to do a service, but also scratch an itch a little bit for you too. So please ask about that if you'd like to. It's probably pretty easy to do. Just come down and talk to them and make arrangements, and we'll get it set up.
Yeah, and if your time is available in the afternoons only, like you said, we have the areas where we can bring an animal into the room and you can just have fun with them, toys, treats.
Yeah.
If you're a cat person, we got the whole cat room. If you're a cat and a dog person, we can rotate cats versus dogs.
Maybe not at the same time,
No. We'll rotate. One cat, one dog. There we go.
Yeah.
But we always appreciate anybody that has extra time to give us to help with basically the socialization, because they see us every single day, so they're very comfortable with us because they see us every day. But we need them comfortable with new people, so
broaden their circles a little bit.
When people are looking for adoption, sometimes one animal's more scared than the other, and this helps us keep them from being too shell shocked and shut down.
Keeps the PTSD stuff down to a minimum for them, and just based off personal experience, I'm going to take a stab that the cats need a little more socializing than the dogs. Where dogs, by nature, can be more social creatures, where cats tend to attach loyalties to one or two people, and now once that's attached, it runs deep.
It does.
But it's a little harder to win that over.
And, honestly, it kind of just varies. We have a lot of kittens right now, so kittens love everybody.
They're social, yeah.
So the kittens are, whatever. But when you have dogs that are at the shelter for lengthy periods of time where they only have the same human day-to-day contact,
They develop those same tendencies?
They do.
Gotcha.
They kind of revert to like a cat, I'm bonded to you and that's it.
Sure. Well, and if they're already in an environment where they feel stressed, the one thing that
comforts them
is going to be the thing they latch to, and that makes sense. So I would, but again, this is why we need volunteers to come in and kind of loosen that rein a little bit.
Yes, and it just helps them realize that, not every human's a bad human.
Yeah.
Yes, there's a lot of them out there.
And unfortunately, I wish we could say this, but a lot of the animals end up in there or come from places that weren't always the best sometimes.
Right.
So, a lot of times, don't get me wrong, there is this situation where someone's too old to take care of, or they had a litter and oopsie, we can't take care of 10 of these things, whatever it is. But a lot of times it's the runaways or abandons or people that do nefarious stuff with animals, unfortunately. And sometimes they bring those traumas with them. And so that's why we need to peel back these layers and kind of,
They come in kind of like
break them down
ogre.
to rebuild them back up a little bit, get them to trust again, get them to not be scared of a broom or whatever triggering thing that happens to them.
Right.
That's what we're trying to negate, basically. So you can help by doing that.
We would appreciate any and all help.
Yeah. Donations are always helpful too.
Yes. So we are actually almost at the goal for the new transport vehicle.
Okay.
For me to take animals out of town to other shelters and places.
Because we have an animal overpopulation problem
Yes.
here, so we have to basically pawn it off to other people.
We're trying to get a newer model vehicle because the truck that I drive now is getting up in miles. And
happens.
It's just a camper shell in the back versus, air conditioned and heating. So if I'm doing summer trips, I have to leave way early in the morning.
Sure.
So that way they're not traveling in heat. And in the winter months, we have to pack it full of blankets.
You could be ingenuitive and get one of those window units and stick it in the plugged into the side. That'd be funny, actually.
That would be. But I don't want to be called the redneck of the Humane Society. So,
But it might garner support. People are like, look, that's what they're driving around, and we got to get them something better.
Okay, yes, I'll take one for the team. But definitely, we are almost there. We're almost at the goal. So if anybody has any extra that they could help with, we would greatly appreciate it. And they can just put, on the donation memo, for transport vehicle, because we already have a fund set just for that. So anything that comes in for that, it's going into that account.
Gotcha.
And then when it's at its goal, we've already gone to the dealership, spoke to the dealerships here in town, and
Got everything picked out and ready to go, just getting the money to do that. So if you'd like to help push us over the top, please reach out. And then obviously the food donations and all that are always a godsend.
They are.
Kitty litter is a big one. You can always donate kitty litter, and it's always going to be in need. As we say every time, don't get fancy with it. Buy the clumpy, big cement bag looking stuff of it.
Yeah.
And that's all you need. And
right now we are good on puppy food. So
Okay.
Kitten food we're good on. It's just adult food,
Adult food,
for the
okay.
dogs and adult food for the cats. I think we're pretty stocked on that.
Okay. Red dye is the big no-no.
Yes.
So please be mindful and make sure it doesn't have a red dye in it. For
The
dogs-
chicken flavors typically have less of your dyes in it.
Gotcha.
Because chicken's white meat. So
I know you, like you said in the past, I think you're with dog food, you're pretty safe with pedigree.
We try to stick to pedigree chicken just because, one, it's cost effective, but it does have beneficial nutrients that the animals need.
Gotcha.
It's not top shelf, but it's also not bottom shelf.
It's something, and we can't afford to feed them Blue Buffalo or whatever the high end food is all the time.
It would be nice to be able to feed them the quality food,
Yeah.
because that would help a lot of digestive issues. However,
Well, it's the same logic. You're not getting filet mignon at the homeless shelter. You're getting good quality food that's
you're getting staples.
Exactly, and that's the same thing at the animal shelter.
Pretty
We
much.
feed them caviar.
No, but they do get boiled
They get healthy
hot
food.
dogs
Oh,
and
yeah,
shredded
I was about to
chicken.
say, they get spoilt as one could get. In the
I think
Humane
Andrew
Society.
brings donuts to them twice a week, so
Yeah.
they get snacks. But we also we had a cat come in yesterday that I had to take to the vet prior to coming here, and so we're gonna be probably needing some help with some donations on a vet bill for him because he
Okay.
came in with a very nasty injury, and so he's at the vet right now. I don't know what the total is yet, but
do they expect full recovery kind of thing? or-
yeah, they do. He'll be at the vet for a couple of days because he's gonna have to have a procedure done.
Okay.
And
Is it like a leg or one
tail.
of those? Tail. Ooh.
Yeah.
All right.
Very sweet, very lovable.
That's got to be a big, because you don't realize how much cats do with their tails.
Yes.
That is a big indicator of a lot of, not only telling you what they want, but also they sense things. They do all kinds of stuff with that tail. So I imagine that's a big handicap.
So if I have any kitty lovers out there, Brutus is going to need some donations.
All right. A seeing eye tail.
We need to tell prosthetic.
Get the cat a little dog to help him around with the tail. That'd be funny. Anyway, but yeah, if you'd like to, and to be honest, there's always vet issues with
There is.
cats and dogs because anytime they come in, they get quarantined and things, and sometimes they come in with everything from parvo to fleas and ticks. I mean, and that's at the bare minimum. But sometimes they're carrying some of these communicable diseases that once they get in there, and next thing you know, we have to shut things down. So there's vets on retainer all the time, and obviously if you can, if it's not this particular cat, it's something every
It's
time.
going to be something. Yeah. It's a regular occurrence to where I'm like, oh, we got to go.
Well, when you get a building full of animals, tend to be either get sick from time to time.
And it's just like you get a building full of kids. One of them's going to get sick, and they're all going to get it. So it's no different, just different species.
Absolutely. So if you'd like to help out financially that way, that's a great. And of course, adopting is always an amazing way to help out too. And for people that say, "Well, I never qualify in things," please, it's the only reason these are set up is these rules that are hard rules for adopting is to make sure these animals find their forever homes. We don't want these animals to get adopted out and then come right back a week later, or God forbid, get turned loose, or whatever else. We want, we want to make sure that the homes that these animals go to are going to be their family, their forever home, and that's why when you adopt a cat, it's got to be an indoor cat. We got too many feral cats. You just can't turn cats loose.
No.
And I get it if you live in the county, but the same rules apply because the Humane Society is in the city. You have to get your animals chipped and spayed or neutered if you adopt out of the shelter, because we have to apply by city ordinances, regardless if you live in the county or in Kentucky.
Yes.
It's just how it is.
It is.
And please understand that. And I know Animal Control has a little bit different rules on their adoptions, and you're more than welcome to go over there too, because either way you're rescuing. But realistically, if you can't financially provide for this animal, if you do not have an ability for this animal to go outside, especially for dogs, and not be fenced in and run loose, that's the problem. Is I know your intentions are the best, but sometimes animals outsmart you. Sometimes animals don't have the same intentions you do, and if you don't understand how to speak their language, it's going to be a hard time you learning.
We have a dog that can open latches, and she's got 3 latches on her kennel gate because she can get 2 out of the 3 open. So we had to put one.
Oh, there's some Houdinis out there.
At the very, very top. Well, and then she gets out, and then she just goes to the first human she finds, and she's like, "Hi, I want love now."
Yeah.
And
her intention's just to be with people.
Yep.
And that's the big thing, is they just want to be in the room. I mean, think about if you're a pet owner. I mean, how many times your dog or cat's just in the room there, and they'll follow you around the house wherever you go and just hang out with you. They're social creatures. They want to be near the people they love. And
they need that human interaction.
And they love you guys, and so they want to be near you.
They're like, mine.
Why are you in the office? Come out and sit out with us.
And yeah, they're like the fish from Finding Nemo. Mine. Mine.
What you doing? You're not busy in there. Come play with me. Yeah.
I don't care. That computer can wait. What you're doing can wait.
Exactly.
But we
Good
have...
thing the cats can't escape, because you know how they love to stand on computers.
Okay. So we've recently, we got lax for a little while because we have padlocks for all the animals' kennels.
Mm-hmm.
We got real lax, because we had a big, group of animals that were, just chill. We'd open the kennels, they could go out and do their thing. Well, then some of them started figuring out how to pop the little lever where we open the kennels. So we had to go back to putting the locks on them because...
One taught one and the rest learned.
Uh-huh. We came in one morning to a cat sitting on the table, and I was like, wait a minute, oh, man.
I feel like it's like the start of these new Planet of the Apes movies that you're seeing. They evolve. One figured out the lock. Next thing the other one's like, oh, look what that one did.
Right? They're like, we will now walk on 2 feet.
That's right. We will now do a monologue on the. But yeah, and animals are smart. I mean,
they are. They're incredibly intelligent. They learn.
And they're way more intuitive than any human being on the planet. They're reading a room probably 10 times better than you could anytime. They know. They know where the threats are. They know where it's safe. They know probably long before you do. And so that's how they live, and that's how they act. And once you learn that language a little bit, and 99.999% of the time when animals do bad behavior, it's not to be nefarious. It's because they're trying to send a communicative message, or they're reacting to something that's not going well in their environment. It has nothing to do with you, per se. And that's the same with cats. I've watched enough of them cat whisper episodes that, if they're peeing all over the house, it's not because they're mad at you, it's because there's something wrong in the environment that they want you to correct.
Or they might have a urinary tract
Or
infection.
they might have a medical condition, yeah.
Yeah.
But
so typically animals, if they're very much so trained and then they start, lashing out, it's because there's an issue.
Yep. Yeah, that's.
And you got to be the detective and figure it out.
Yep. So, but that being said, if you're not prepared for all that stuff, that's why we're saying maybe wait on adopting the animal. Come be a volunteer. Come, because at the end of the day, if you're overstressing yourself beyond your means to do this, then that's not good for anybody. It's not good for the animals. It's not good for you. And let's hold off a little bit. And then when you're in a little better situation, we'll talk about that dog or cat.
Or if you absolutely love and adore animals and you have 40 hours a week and available on some weekends, I am hiring.
Openings. Yeah, do have some openings. And if you love taking care of animals, be warned. It's a little messy.
You gotta have a strong stomach.
It's a little loud.
It's a little, yeah.
And you will be lifting bags of heavy things on occasion, like the litter bags and
dog food,
water, cleaning, things like that. So there is manual labor. But if you love your coworkers, this is a great place because you have some great coworkers, a bunch of animals that. And to be honest, once you're in the know, you're going to be like Norm for Cheers, I think. Like, how Norm walked in and cheered, Norm! You're going to be like that every time you go in the kennel once the animals know you.
They're like, hey, dinner!
And I ain't going to lie, when a bunch of... every day, my cats come running up, it makes me happy. It just does, I open the door, and they're both flopping around on the floor waiting for me to pet them. It makes me happy. It just does. So, and it's kind of nice. You get that times 30 or whatever's in there.
50 some odd right now. But yes, I do have a full-time position open for kennel worker. We do work weekends and holidays, but you get some weekends off, and it's a rotating schedule. So it allows for some days off during the week and then some weekends off. And
yeah. And you're really doing a service for these animals too. That's the cool part. You get to be around the animals and things. And then but yeah, if you're looking for that, especially I would even offer, if you're like, maybe you're wanting a college age kid or something that's interested in veterinary science, maybe you want to be a vet or something. This is a great opportunity for you to be around a lot of animals, learn the tendencies, learn the people, I guess you could say the bedside manner side of it for vets.
Yes.
Yeah, you can learn a lot of that. And not to mention, you can really see what kind of diseases and what the things that are going out there. And to be honest, if you're in the early stages of it, you may go through that and say, you know what, vet was not for me.
Honestly, yes. And there's a lot of people that will, start the vetting program and then get halfway through it and realize that they can't do it. They can't handle it. And so...
Sure, a lot easier to learn it by volunteering or working at the Humane Society.
Right.
Versus spending a year or two in college and figuring it out. So that's kind of the thing. But if you'd like to be involved, and then obviously too, if memberships, that's a big way to support becoming a member of the Humane Society, and your children, your pets, pretty much anything can be a member of the Humane Society. And those your membership dues do pay for keeping the lights on, keeping the vet bills paid, keeping the litter boxes
and they're just
filled
annual dues. You only pay them once a year. We send out a reminder in October to prepay for the next year ahead, and then we send out one in January for the people that didn't pay attention.
Yeah.
But it's just a one-time, once a year, or they have a lifetime where you can pay and then be on the lifetime membership forever until your life is over.
Yes. Can you will it? No, just kidding.
I will my membership to my dog.
Be like NFL football tickets. People leave them in wills to people, but it's a great way to support. If there's various levels. If you have a love for animals, or if you realize, at very least, realize that we as a community have a pet overpopulation problem that we, the people, need to correct. And it starts by spaying and neutering. That's step one. When you see these puppy mills, when they show up in Walmart and Target parking lots trying to sell puppies out of the back of a van or something like that, you report that stuff. It's illegal. It's things like that. If you see people chaining up dogs, things like that,
that's illegal too.
Please report this stuff. This is all abuse. If you saw a child in that situation, you wouldn't hesitate to report them. No different with a dog or a cat, or not too many cats getting chained up, but you know what I mean.
Yeah.
and do your part there. The other part is support. Yeah, become a member. Come, volunteer time. Serve on the board or serve in different. There's always different roles that folks can get involved with.
We have some events that are going to be coming up that we're going to need volunteers to help with.
Got some adoption events and different events like that. And if you'd like to help out there and help, hang out with some dogs and cats on a Saturday in front of a hardware store or something, that'd be pretty nice. We could definitely use that kind of support. And of course, adopting pets is always a great way to support. The more if you have the ability and the desire to take care of and be responsible for one of these animals, then by all means, come down and rescue. I get these people have their hang-ups and like, I need this perfect pincer, AKC register. Okay. Most of us don't need that stuff. Those are people that are in the business and they do. The rest of us are looking for a loyal friend. And it doesn't matter. And I'll even throw this out there. The smart ones are the mutts. The ones that are mix this, mix that. Those are the dogs that generally have the better personalities. They're smarter.
Less health.
They're healthier. They generally are much more pleasant overall.
Some purebreds can be quite snobby.
Yes.
But before we run out of time, I need to go over some thrift store stuff.
Yeah, and then the other way to help out is support the thrift store.
So if any romance novel people are out there,
all right,
we got lots.
Any of them got Fabio on the cover?
I'm sure the majority of them have Fabio on the cover. Always laugh when I see, I can't believe it's not butter commercials. And I'm like, haven't seen one of those in a while. But still.
I don't think Fabio is as Fabio as it used to be.
Mm-hmm.
Slightly older.
A little bit. There's a pair of lawn chair rocking chairs, or for like front porch or patio.
Okay.
They're made out of wood. They got the materials.
Do they kind of look like the Cracker Barrel ones?
Kinda.
Okay.
There's a pair of those.
All right.
She's got, the little baby walkers where you put them in and the babies learn to walk on their own.
Yes.
She's got a ton of those.
Okay.
And Raggedy Ann and Andy collectors. There's an antique table with the Raggedy Ann and the Andy chair to go with them.
Oh, wow. That's probably worth money.
Yeah.
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 You're probably going to get it cheap at the Humane Society thrift store, too. And you probably play your cards right. It's valued probably way more than what you're selling it.
I think it's valued at $500, and we have it marked for $100.
There you go. So you can turn around and flip that if you know the people that would buy it. But yeah, it's a great opportunity there. Cool.
Anybody got twin babies out there? We have a twin stroller. Those are not very easy to find.
No, I only see them in movies.
A lot. I don't think I've ever seen one downtown. But and then individuals, people who are having babies, for single babies, there's a lot of just individual strollers as well.
Okay.
We already have our Halloween stuff out.
Nice. So all you Halloween aficionados, you
I laugh because all the memes on Facebook. It's the 4th of July. Put out your Halloween decorations.
Yeah.
So we followed suit.
Nice.
We put out Halloween.
Nice.
We're gonna get a jump start before Walmart.
Good deal. Even beating although
we're beating the box stores.
Hold my beer. I bet you can get Halloween candy right now.
Sam's had
Halloween. Sam's already on it.
Did they? I haven't been inside one of them in a bit. So.
I'm sorry, go ahead.
Soccer cleats and baseball cleats. So football season and all of those sports seasons are coming. So we need to get stocked up on stuff. They've got a lot of cleats.
Okay.
Like barely worn cleats.
So practically brand new. So before you go spend $100 on a pair, go come by and see
or
if we got
$200-$300 now. Yeah.
See if we got some in your size and spend pennies on the dollar.
Yep. We still have the stove. They have a small China hutch, and then they were picking up a larger China hutch this morning, so they were going to have 2 hutches. They have a full-size mattress and box spring. I did not see the frame for it, but they have that. They have a dresser. Lots of bathing suits. It is swim season.
It is. It is the season.
And throw pillows for the people that like to have a bazillion pillows on their beds and couches and love seats and chairs.
I know those.
Are we looking around?
I pull like 4 pillows off my bed every night just to get into it.
Yeah.
What about, because it is kind of back to school time, like clothing for kids, that kind of stuff? Is there a good selection of that right now?
So I think she's saving the back to school stuff because she's going to do the
Like an
1st
event?
through the 15th is going to be all kids stuff half off.
Okay, so probably-
all back to school stuff.
Gotcha. Okay.
And I should have brought a newsletter with me, and I could have told you the exact dates.
Well,
That's
you
going to
just
be the
know
next
what
step. Oh wait, this was when I was supposed to bring it. Oops.
Well,
Sorry.
Shoot me a text or whatever. I'll
So she's going to do uniforms, school clothes, shoes, backpacks, school-related items are all going to be 50% off.
Okay.
I'm pretty sure. I think it's the 1st through the 15th. So, yes, she's going to start at the 1st of August since school starts on the 4th, right?
Yes.
And then they get their actual list of, hey, you need these items. And she's going to run it until the 15th of August.
Very good.
So, backpack.
So hold on that for a week or so, and then get in there and get the kids ready for school here with the clothing and stuff. And again, I understand the costs involved in buying kids all the new clothes.
Oh, my
and stuff.
gosh.
They're going to outgrow it, especially younger kids. They're going to outgrow it, by probably Christmas. Don't spend crazy money on that. Go get it for a buck a piece or whatever. You can get some of these clothes.
And a lot of the stuff for, like, the kids' clothes, honestly, you could tell it was barely worn because kids grow so fast. They're like puppies and kittens,
brand new shirts and stuff. They get shoes, too.
And a lot of the clothing that I've seen them put out now still have tags on it from the store.
That's perfect. See?
And so we know that those were never
Brand
worn,
new,
bought because, I'll fit in that one day.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. We all knew that one. or with kids, someone bought them a shirt and they missed it. Oh, sorry, that was last month. They're too big for that now, or you know what I mean? And so,
or they're like, that's not the fad.
Yeah, exactly. So we do get a lot of that going on. So, uh-oh.
Yes, sir.
We interrupt this regularly scheduled broadcast to let you know that we now know the third. Hulk Hogan dead at 71.
No way.
Yeah, Gene sent it through text, and I had to go confirm. This is from TMZ.
Wow.
What? Okay, wait.
It just says medics were dispatched to the 71-year-old WWE legend's Clearwater, Florida home early Thursday morning with operators stating it was regarding a cardiac arrest.
Oh, my gosh.
That is the most interesting trifecta ever.
I
Malcolm
mean,
Jamal Warner,
I was
Ozzy
wondering who was
Osbourne,
going to
Hulk
be
Hogan.
third.
Holy
I was
mackerel.
wondering who was going to be
That's
third.
like, to be honest, to me, that feels like that's half my generation.
I know.
Right.
Yeah. It hit the 80s
Between the
hard,
Cosby
didn't it?
Show and Ozzy and now WrestleMania, brother.
It hit the 80s
So suck
hard.
it, Gen X.
Oh, my goodness.
But
it's
wow.
a hard week.
That's
No
yeah.
kidding.
I just remember
You
him.
just texted, now we know the third, and I didn't see like what popped up, and then that popped up. I'm like, no. So I went and looked, and yeah, it's TMZ's reporting it.
Has he
so-
been sick or anything?
Not to my knowledge.
Last
no.
time I remember seeing him.
Yeah, you're
Last time I remember seeing him in public was Donald Trump
Yeah.
rally,
Oh, yeah. He's-
and he
he's-
was on stage tearing his shirt.
He's been
and
out shilling his
He
Real
looks like-
American beer.
He looked like he was in good health.
I'm going to take a stab. He either stroked out or had a heart
Well,
attack.
it's
or
car-
something.
they said it was a cardiac arrest.
he had a heart-
Oh wow!
And that's always I'm going to take a stab. That guy's probably put a beat on his heart over the years.
Oh, yeah.
Bulking up and this down and I mean, just you know what I mean. The rigors of being a wrestler.
Mhm.
I'm going to take a stab. That at some point in his career he was juicing. I don't know.
Well,
Yeah.
no, he straight up admitted to
Has
it.
he? Yeah, I
His,
didn't
the
know. I don't know
whole
his
the whole
whole
steroid
backstory.
scandal with Dr. Zahorian. He said that he had taken it early in his career, but I'm sorry,
Gotcha.
you don't get 24-inch pythons
I
naturally.
would say the '80s Hulk Hogan was juicing.
Yeah.
He was cut like a
Well, and a lot of what
yeah.
the professional athletes use today is a combination of steroids and also human growth hormones. So
Yeah.
a lot of them are probably because HGH is legal, so a lot of them go that route, and it really messes with your heart.
I'm very curious what Bubba the Love Sponge is talking about right now on the show, and that's a
Oh
kind of
my
an obscure
gosh,
reference.
yeah.
Right? People that
Yeah,
don't
Bubba
know.
the Love
No,
Sponge.
he was doing his absolute best to tank his career from the get-go.
Yeah, but this is going to hit different. Guy
Yeah.
died, and they were close friends at one point.
They were.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Very close.
Yeah.
That's the problem. But,
Yeah.
Let's just say we
that's
learned what
crazy,
the
though.
hotel chair was all
Well, the
about.
last couple of days, I've been questioning, okay, who's going to
Who's
be
gonna be the
number
third?
3? And I've
Yeah.
been following Facebook pretty close to see who's next.
well, we better.
Yeah.
But I'm sure
Sorry.
there'll be all more in the news.
Sorry,
about
didn't mean to
that.
interrupt.
We got about 5 minutes before we kick off the radio, and I want to cut you off short here. So we were talking about back to school stuff before Hulk news broke.
I know, that's sad.
It is.
1st through the 15th, school clothes, shoes, backpacks, school-related items are going to be 50% off. If you go in ahead of time, since school does start on Monday, and we know that the 1st is coming up soon.
That's
next weekend?
Yeah, something like that.
Okay. If you need to get stuff ahead of time, go and talk to Phil and be like,
Next Friday, maybe?
I think
Friday,
so.
I think is the 1st.
Just be like, hey, I got money now, not then, or whatever, and I'm sure she'll work it out with you.
Absolutely. There's lots of opportunities here. Please come in if you need help. And then likewise, also, if you're dealing with situations, a lot of times they'll say, hey, you need clothing, you need something, don't have any money. Hey, maybe you can go help clean up some stuff over there, and we'll give you some shirts or give you whatever you're looking for.
Right.
That happens all the time. So please reach out. And then, of course, making donations. Call ahead first, especially if it's big stuff, and they'll let you know if, hey, we can take it right now, or we can come get it, or you know what? Yes, we can use that bedroom set, but I don't have the room right now. Can we hold it for a couple days, and then we'll come get it from you? No problem. As soon as we clear this out, we'll make room for that and kind of thing.
Yeah, I think that's also another reason why Camille's putting out the Halloween stuff so early is because we have a plethora.
All right, so there's so much. It's so much we can't sell it just in October.
No, we got to take months.
Yes.
And then I'm pretty sure once October, Halloween's here, I think they're gonna phase in Christmas with Halloween, so you got the whole night before Christmas.
I was about to say, yeah, it's gonna look very Nightmare Before Christmas in there. So very good. Well, that'll be cool. But please, if you are looking to adopt, if you want to volunteer, if you'd like to donate, please don't hesitate. Come by the Humane Society. Give the store the kennel hours and the thrift store hours.
So the kennels are Tuesday through Saturday, 10 to 12 and 1 to 4:30.
Gotcha.
And then the thrift store is Wednesday through Saturday, 10 to 4:30.
Very good.
We do ask, if you have donations to bring them during business hours. Don't bring them after business hours because it eliminates people from taking stuff that was meant to come to us.
Yeah, when you drop it off there, unfortunately, people loot it or destroy it. That's the sad part. It'd be one thing if they took it and used it and didn't destroy everything else, but that's not what happens.
No.
So, and then, of course, RoswellHumane.org is the website. You can go there, and I know they've been doing some work and updating on that, too.
Soon we should be transitioning to the new website. I think I'll be meeting with the website lady soon.
Okay.
And then I just got to add the cats and dogs to it, and I think it's good to go.
Excellent.
So
But
you'll
in the
see
meantime-
a new one, but right now our old one is still up and going.
Okay. And you can also follow on Facebook.
And Instagram.
And Instagram, and then you can, if you were looking for the latest pics of some of the adoptables, that's where you're going to find them, is on Instagram and Facebook.
Yep.
And I highly recommend you do, because I ain't going to lie, you're going to go through and you're like, oh, every time. It's between pics of animals and pictures of people's food. Every time. That barbecue looks good. That puppy's so cute, but that barbecue looks good.
So yesterday was Camille's birthday, and it was a very special birthday for her because she turned 50.
Nice. I've been in that club.
Yeah.
I'm in that club.
Yeah.
Halloween.
At Halloween, yeah.
Oh, eh? So if you go into the thrift shop anytime this week, tell Camille happy late birthday.
Happy birthday, yes. And don't mention the 50 part.
No, she got lots of stuff yesterday, and I even baked for her. I had to leave the meeting, or after the meeting, I had to fly home and bake.
Nice. But
So John was like, oh, do I get samples? And I was like, of course.
No, we turned 50. We're not allowed to eat this anymore.
That is out of your diet.
That's right. Very good.
So if you're in there shopping, tell Camille happy birthday.
Absolutely. And bring her a gift.
Yeah.
Or
bring her a cold Coca-Cola from Sonic. That's what she's always wanting.
That's her jam?
That's her jam.
Nice. Get her that. So, but thank you as always.
Thank you.
We'll see you here next time, a couple weeks here.
Yep.
And please, folks, if you can help out, do so. These animals, they need homes, and we need good people to give it to them. So, all right, that's about going to do it for us. We are closing in on 10 o'clock. If you missed any part of the show, ksvptv.com is the place you can find any of it at your leisure. Just click on the Mornings with Mike Winters channel, and you'll find it all there. We will be back bright and early, 7 a.m. tomorrow with an all-new show. Take care, everybody. You're listening to 106.5 Roswell's Talk FM, KEND, Roswell, New Mexico. Have a great day, everybody.
Breaking news this hour from townhall.com. I'm John Scott. National Intelligence Director Tulsi Gabbard told reporters at the White House to take the information in a classified report on the 2016 election seriously.
I'm not asking you to take my word for it. I'm asking you and the media to conduct honest journalism and the